Hey everybody, so just a video today going over the study guide if you're having a problem getting started. Just remember, I always want to break it down into two different equations, and we're looking for the commonalities among those two different equations. So perimeter, first thing that we have to remember, perimeter means the entire outside of something, so all four of the sides. So if we have length and width, for example, adding all of those together is going to get us our answer for perimeter. So they tell us that the length is 5 feet less than 4 times the width. So we want to have a system to determine this. So we know that perimeter is equal to 90. So we'll have 90 is equal to our perimeter. And again, that is width plus length plus length. Another way that you can write this is those are 2 W's and 2 L's. So that is a simplified version of our first equation. For the second equation, we're in kind of this word jumble mess of length is 5 feet less than 4 times the width. So length is equal to 5 feet less than 4 times the width. So just kind of trying to write that out. So 5 feet less, that's where our subtraction sign comes from. And then 4 times the width is 4 times W. So that's what we're looking for our two equations. So we are focusing in on this one and this one. We have L by itself already, so usually a good idea when you have a variable by itself to substitute. And instead of L, we're going to write in 4W minus 5. And from here, we can distribute and solve. Combine like terms, and we can add the 10 to both sides. You get 100 equals 10W, divide by 10, and we'll get W equals 10. So based off of that, we can go back to any of our equations and plug back in. So if we have L equals 4 times W minus 5, we can get a length of 35. So that is our first question. Again, two equations, go through and solve, and we're good from there. Bess has 15 coins, nickels and quarters. So if we're starting off with nickels and quarters, and we have 15 coins, so that's our quantity equation. She has 3 more quarters than nickels. So our quarters, we'll say Y. She has 3 more of them than nickels. So we could have X and then add 3 to X. So if you add nickels, add 3 to nickels, you get your quarters. And we are trying to solve the system. So just like before, if you have Y equals, easiest to substitute in. Combine our like terms. And then from there, just finish up solving. Dividing by 2. Back up to the top here, Y equals. And then instead of X, we can just plug in 6. And there we go. So those are the two answers. And again, important to remember which one is which. So we don't want to just leave it as 6, and we don't want to just leave it as 9. We would want to write down X represent number of nickels, and Y represents number of quarters. All right, on to the bottom two here. So taking a look, one company charges $9.65 per shirt, and additionally a startup fee, and that gets the total. They don't give us the total though, so we set that equal to Y. Same idea for the second one, $8.40 per shirt, plus $58 startup fee. And here, because we have Y equals, we actually can substitute in for Y. So in place of this Y, we can put 840 plus 58 because that is equal to Y. So 965x plus 43 equals 840. X plus 58. And we'll put all the x's on one side and all the numbers on the other side. So 125x is equal to 15. Divide both by 125. And we'll get x equals So that is, the question is only asking us for how many shirts. So we've actually just answered the question with just X this time, because that's all it wants is what number of shirts. So we figured it out, 12 shirts. To find the cost, you just plug it back in. So if they were also asking for cost, you would just go to either equation, plug in 12, and that would give you Y. So the costs are there both the same as $158.80. All right, so try the lesson on your own. As always, the answers are posted in Canvas, so take a look there on the next page. If